Welcome back. The Minnesota State men's hockey team hit the ice for the first round of the NCAA tournament. MSU, the 4 seed, taking on top-seeded Western Michigan in the Fargo Regional. I'm Rob Clark, joined alongside Haley McCormick. And Haley, as we mentioned earlier, MSU falls 2-1 in double overtime. A thrilling game between two teams that neither wanted to lose.
No, and we could tell right from when both teams stepped on the ice tonight, this was going to be a tough game. And it kind of alluded to that after the first period when it was scoreless. We knew there was going to be some action happening. We didn't know when, but both teams just played their heart out tonight, really. And
we look at that overtime, the first overtime, each team had their chances to potentially win it, but both goaltenders played out of their mind. And I don't think it can be stated enough just what Alex Tracy has meant to this Minnesota State team all season long.
Some of those saves, you just jump up in your seat and you're like, how did he stop that? Especially that one where he just scooped right in front of the net. I was for sure that I thought that was going to go in, but not with a goaltender like Alex Tracy. It was awesome seeing him be able to play. Not the outcome the Mavericks wanted, but still, what a season for Tracy and net.
And really, this game could have gone either way. One bounce a different way, and Minnesota State is moving on to that regional championship on Saturday. And for this team, what a special season that has finally come to an end.
It was such a special season, just covering them from the start to the end. You know, not the way, like I said, they wanted this season to end, but it's just been great to see them under second-year coach, Luke Strand come. They won the Mason Cup, they won the McNaughton Cup, they made it to the national tournament. So it's just awesome to see just kind of the Mavericks, coming together and making it this far in the season.
We've had such a privilege to kind of be behind the scenes and see the way that this team operates, and it really feels like a family when we talk about what this program is. And it was kind of tough to hear from some of those players after the game of a heartbreaker.
I think that's what makes our job so special, is that we get to cover them from the start to the end. So by the time that you do get to the end of the season, they feel like your own family, and it's just like gut-wrenching to see them, go out like that.
And here's what some of those Mavericks had to say after the game against Western Michigan.
Changed my life coming to Mankato, the whole community. Loved everything about it. Showed the team that we had coming back and tying it and taking them to double overtime. I just never give up, and will always be thankful to be a Maverick.
It had to be one of the closest locker rooms I've ever had in my life. And, it sucks it went out this way, but I know I had brothers through life.
Those guys staying, I think, is going to be, that's what hockey's about. That's what coaching, that's what team's about. Like, stick through it, stick through some hard times, stick through some change. You couldn't be more proud of those guys. As a coach, you feel like you let them down because they did the hard thing to stay nowadays. Because it's an easy switch to jump. They did the hard thing and stayed. And, these guys are going to be stars, man.
Great stuff there from head coach Luke Strand. Minnesota State ends the season with an overall record of 27-9-3. But Haley, have a feeling that this team will be able to get back to this point in the future.
No question about it. They'll be back, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're right back in the NCAA tournament next year. I know that's looking ahead, but they've got some fight, and when you have a coach like Coach Strand, I'm sure they're going to be able to do it.
But what a remarkable season for this Minnesota State program. We'll be right back after the break. Stay with us.